Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here to share a couple of layouts. So earlier today I posted a video of the kit, and I use that word loosely because it's mostly just anything that I have that I feel like would work with the pages. But I do pull from my entire stash, but these things are pulled out in a container or in a bin, depending on what it is. I don't have one of those nifty little containers that a lot of YouTube crafters have, that have a space for your papers and a space for your stickers and your glues and all that stuff in it. So I have some dollar store bins and some paper bins, that like the 12 by 12 paper bins. So my papers and bigger sticker sheets are in that, and my smaller things and my like I have a couple of these little containers that have some things in them. So those are all in a little dollar store book bin. So I spent all afternoon after I got home from church organizing all of my stuff, like embellishments, papers, all those things. And then I spent a little while going through all of my pictures and getting them in order. That's a lot of pictures. And then I spent about 30 minutes doing a video with all of my stuff that I had pulled and set aside, and just talked about that kind of stuff. And then I got started. So, being that I didn't get home until almost 3 o'clock from church and grocery and such, I've only finished 2 pages, which means there's not much of a dent in here. I've literally scrapbooked 3 4x6s. So I have a ways to go. I did not count my pictures. There's a lot of little bitties in there because I printed some pictures like this that have 4 pictures on it. I printed some pictures like this that have 2 pictures on it, and there's even some that have like 6 pictures, some that have 3. It just really depends. So there, overall for Disney, I took almost 1,300 pictures. I only printed about 700, so I combined a lot of them, but a lot of them, like important pictures or pictures like this, that you're not going to get the full capacity of the picture, the full feeling of the picture, if it's not a 4x6. I have this picture of the footprint of one of the AT-ATs. So, I printed some of them on these small little 2x3s, but you don't get the full feeling. So I had to have bigger pictures because, come on. And then when you go to Galaxy's Edge and you see all of this beautiful scenery, you can't do a little itty bitty picture. So there were quite a few in here that I did not think I could do that with. So some of the on the rides, I made some smaller pictures, and some of them, like just little things that you see as you're in line or whatever. But a lot of it, you just can't do that because there's just so many neat details. Disney really just, anyway, I could just talk and talk all day about all that stuff. So I will share the 2 layouts that I did. It is my first 2 pages for Galaxy's Edge. And I started out with this paper. Is from Cricut. It is a Star Wars paper, obviously. It is 2-sided, and I'm sad to not use that, but I have another piece. And a lot of this I will use as layering pieces, but I wanted to start off by using one of the pages, one of the full pages. So This strip here is from the EK Success book, and this strip here is from a Echo Park. It is a full sheet of this film reel, and this was the top part. It was partially cut, and I thought, well, this is a movie. The whole thing's based off of the movies, and so I thought a movie reel would be perfect, and I want to use that paper for this, the different things at Galaxy's Edge, so I thought this was a good way to do it, but I didn't want it to blend and fade away into this black and white paper, so I put it on the red. And then this, my happy place is from Keller's Creation, which is acidfree.com, and this is my happy place. However, these three are even more in their zone in Galaxy's Edge. Like, they are the Star Wars fans. Like, they are, I like Star Wars, don't get me wrong. My husband would not have married me if I did not, but I am not as enamored, and I am not as, you know, like, I know every single plot line and every single thing that happens in every single movie, and they could probably recite, especially this one, could probably recite the movies. So I wanted to use this, and I changed it and say "our," but I didn't want to like cover it and make it look like I was trying to say that. So I really wanted this feeling like, nope, it's not just my happy place, it's our happy place. This square is from an EK, is from the Echo Park 12 by 12 paper pack. It was one of the cut aparts, and I cut with my straight blade, I cut the black part out of the middle, and then I fussy cut the map of Galaxy's Edge out of the map of Hollywood Studios, and then I fit it on here to where it would fit to where the majority of everything fit. So I wanted all the towers, and I wanted to make sure, like, all the way down here to number 23, which is the Rise of the Resistance, which is like, and then the Millennium Falcon. I mean, I wanted as much as possible to be visible, and luckily it pretty much all fit in there. And so I backed it with a little extra black just in case there was like a little crack. I didn't want that seen. And then I trimmed out and fussy cut the part that says Star Wars Galaxy's Edge with the little arrow, and just glued that on top of this, wrote the date we were there, matted this on this EK Success paper, which is from the same collection, and then matted again on this specialty paper I ordered from Amazon. It's got Mickey Mouse and different things, and I covered, there was like a couple doggy bones, because it's like a bunch of different things that are Mickey Mouse related. And so I just covered the two doggy bones up with this number 1 fan, which is totally them. And Dad, you are my father, because my husband's shirt that I made him says, I am their father. And then my daughter's shirt says Daddy's Princess, and it's got Darth Vader and a little, I don't know, I guess Daughter Vader. And my son's shirt is a Mickey Mouse head, but it's made out of different Star Wars creature, or, you know, people and icons. And I used some of my washi tape, and this is from Sandy Lion. I ordered it off, ooh, you don't need that. I ordered it off of Amazon. I got 3 rolls, and so far so good. Like, they're going down real well. I used 2 different ones on here just to give, you know, like a little shelf for things to sit on. And I used this Star Wars sticker, and you know what makes me laugh is I put this on here, and I made a point of saying in my video that I would not put these directly on the picture. Now it's on this itty little piece over here, but this is not acid and lignin free. It's like little plastic, so I don't know. These are not touching the pictures, although these are acid free. They are from a different sticker sheet. But I just think it's funny, the very first pages that I created, I totally did what I said I wasn't going to do. Alrighty then. So the other thing I did was I made a shaker pocket, and almost all the little goodies will move around. My son thinks it's funny to make that because it's in a page in a book, and the only thing you do is flip it from like this. And I'm like, but it's really cool looking. I backed it with the same paper that I matted the picture, so it's EK Success paper. It actually had Mickey Mouse over here on the corner, so I filled it with stars that I had cut out to make a stencil, sequins, and I did like some purpley and blue, and then like some gold colored sequins. And then I also added my little Mickey heads in yellow, black, and white. And it's shiny because the thing that I used to create it is actually from a cupcake box. So I was given some cupcakes, I don't know, sometime last year, and one was in gold and one was in a silver box, and I brought them home and I kept the boxes, cut the top off because it didn't have anything on it, and used one for my Muppets page, and I made a pocket, shaker pocket, and then I set this one aside because I wanted the silver one for Star Wars. So, which is why I made my letters appear silver. I love how it turned out. I did glue a couple of stars down so they would stay put, and a couple of Mickey heads so they would stay put. But for the most part, everything just shaped around. And I did attach this Anything Can Happen, and it's got like stars and stuff on it. It's really cool. So I love the way my very first page turned out. It makes me happy and excited for the rest of this book. Page 2 is us. That picture, the other picture before, was taken at our resort in the food court where we were having breakfast. So this is on the bus. We are on our way to Hollywood Studios, which is where Galaxies is. So I decided to title this Road Trip to a Galaxy Far, Far Away. I used the road trip, came from an American Crafts set. I believe it's this one, yep. Adventure. So, yeah. Making sure that's where it came from. Yeah, road trip. And To a Galaxy Far, Far Away came from different sticker sets that I'm using. And then Away is from some cut apart. It's a pre-cut alphas, and I have tons of them. And I pulled out all the ones that were in like blues and blacks, and these actually have stars on them. And then I have these little Mickey heads I got on eBay in like 2007 or something, and I'm just using them as I go. And these stars are was a border pack from a Sandyland kit that I got in 2007. I used some more of the washi, same on both one of the strips, just so it would give this picture something to sit on, and then this picture something to sit on. And this one's just kind of hanging off. I did add a few of these little, like a TIE fighter, and see if I'm gonna get them wrong. See, I'm just gonna go ahead and own up to the fact that I don't know everything. But a few different Star Wars vehicles. Since we are in a bus, I thought I would use some. Came from one of the Cricut Star Wars papers. This is the back side of that. So I cut 2 strips like this out and flipped one. And this one, I tried to pick the one that had the most like ships, and like there's an AT-AT, and I think one of these had the Millennium Falcon in it. I can't tell. But anyway, so I just put a strip of it here and a strip of the washi down, and then this, and then I matted these on, I believe these are on the back, the B side of some cut aparts from the Echo Park Magical. I think it was one of the Magical Adventure. And that is all I did for these pages. This is the same EK Success paper that I put on the first page. So these pages will not face each other. This will be on the front of the book. This will be the first page when you turn. And then I believe the next thing is walking into Star Tours. So this is our family picture. We take a group picture before every ride. This one is a little blurry, so I have another one, but I will probably scrapbook them all. And these are my kids and my husband, who is up front and ready to roll, walking to Star Tours. I think I have a 4-page spread for Star Tours, so if that's the case, then I might have to put a filler page in. It is like a balancing act, putting these in a book, because you know, you want certain pages to face each other, so you gotta like maneuver. And I really wanted to do things kind of like in the way they happen, but then I've changed my mind about that, so I need to have like fillers. So I have some random things that I'll be able to stick in places so that it'll work to where like all 4 of the Star Tours pages, of the 4 of them, the 2 will face each other. And then there's Galaxy's Edge. I mean, well, of course, the whole thing's Galaxy's Edge. But then we also did the Millennium Falcon, and we did that twice. We did Star Tours 3 times, and we did the Rise of the Resistance. Plus, we had blue milk and drank from soda bottles that are, I mean, just all sorts of different things that we did. So it is going to be an adventure. If you like Star Wars and scrapbooking, then this might be the video for you. So I hope you all have a great day. And it is Sunday night, and I'm getting ready to go to bed because I got a busy week ahead of me. So I'm hoping that you all have a wonderful week, and I hope you get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.